You don't need to use an oversized AI model for everything, just like you don't need to use an axe to slice a cake. Find out how smaller models can deliver the right results and help cut AI costs up to 90% at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM. Looking for an AI glow-up that passes the office vibe check? What? AI that only knows the internet doesn't make sense for business. Get AI trained on your data at IBM.com. The AI built for business. IBM.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast. My name is Henry Lawrence, and in this episode, we are going to open the power within ourselves. If you're ready to step into your positive life, your positive experience, this is the episode for you, and make sure to stay tuned to the very end because we're going to take a deep, healing, meditative breath to help us align on this message and move forward throughout the day. So whatever you've done, it's got you to this moment right now. However you've thought, however you've acted, however you've reacted, it has led you to this moment right now. And if you don't change anything, if you keep believing like you believe, you keep moving like you believe, you're going to continue to dig this rut of experience that will get more and more familiar and happen faster and faster. But if you're ready to make a change, if you want to experience something different, it comes from belief. When you start believing the world is different than you currently do, it gives you a chance to receive the world differently than you currently do. What if it truly was magic? Now, people are some conscious of this magic and some subconscious of this magic, meaning some people know what they're doing to create an experience and some people don't. And I would say most people don't. Just because you don't know what you're doing does not mean you don't create an amazing life. So there are people that are living in abundance. There's people that are living in lack. There's people living in joy. There's people living in hatred. There's all types of people living different experiences subconsciously and consciously. What if you could change everything right now? And it just took you believing that it was different. If this world was truly magic, that your thoughts truly created your experience, that as you truly thought the world was, would be how you would truly experience. Meaning, when you went to do something, your expectation of what it would be like shifted, then it would match that. Think about this. Have you ever been trying to go somewhere, you're driving in your car, and then you get a message, and you want to look at your phone, but you want to be a safe driver, so you're not going to look at your phone until you hit a red light. All of a sudden, every single light is green. Or you're running late. You got to hurry to get to where we're trying to go. But all of a sudden, you hit every single red light. There's always traffic. It's like whatever you're trying to do, the opposite happens. It's because you're focusing on, with immense power, what you don't want. And so you're putting this energy. There is no understanding between the universe of I don't want this or I do. The universe just gives you what you believe, right? You believe what you think the most of. So if you start thinking, oh, I want to look at this, I need this light to be red, then what that really means is that the light is going to be green. Because you need it to be red, you're living in a green light reality. If you needed it to be green, then you'd be living in a red light reality. I hope this is starting to make sense. You just have to believe what it is that you want. You can't say, I don't want this, because then you'll get this. I'm afraid of this, then you'll get this. Speak clearly in your mind what your life should be like. Write it down what your life should clearly be like. What happens when you have an experience? Oh, for me, it's the most luckiest thing ever. Whenever I have experience, I always come out on top. I always find money in every situation. I always find joy in every situation. I always find love in every situation. I always find freedom. Whatever it is that you're looking for, when you start creating a belief that that's what always happens, and then whatever actually happens, you reinforce, that's proof of it, that then becomes your reality. If you start saying that you're the luckiest person in the world, and then everything that happens, you say, oh, see, this is proof that I'm the luckiest person in the world, then slowly the experience becomes that. It's not about from your level that justifies what it is. You see in just space and time, meaning you see forward and backward, left and right, width, height, length, and then time. That's how you experience. But that doesn't mean there's not more outside of that. So just shift your perspective to whatever you want it to be and believe that is truth. Meaning, I am the most abundant person in the world. I am the most healthy person in the world. I am the most loving person. Whatever it is, take this belief at it and stop allowing your current perspective to dictate what it truly is, and realize that there are more than these four dimensions. So you're not going to limit your understanding to these four dimensions. You're just going to believe that it is as you say it is, and then it will become that. Nobody lives forever, but that doesn't mean they're not the healthiest person up until that moment. Nobody is the richest person ever, because there's always going to be someone richer. There's always going to be an expansion of everything, because everything's expanding. So step into the frequency of something versus trying to be the destination of something. You're never late if you already are the person, right? You're never chasing something if you already are the thing. It's always a state of being. So you're in a state of being right now, and you've been in this routine over and over and over. You can change it with the belief. That's it. As you believe, you shall receive. It cannot be different than that. It will never be different than that. As you believe, you will receive. And your life is proof of that. And you might think, well, there's no way that I would have created this illness for me. There's no way I would have created these obstacles for me. That's because you're thinking in the four dimensions. You're not thinking that you're more. When you think, okay, well, I must be more than this. When you start taking this belief system, I am more than I can clearly see right now. I am more than this experience. Okay, check. I am here for a reason. There's a purpose that I am living this life. Okay, check. Everything is about expansion and growth, so I must be here to grow. I must be here to expand. Okay, check. Well, the way we expand is going to where something isn't and then becoming it, right? Because we are creators. Okay, well, I've been going through adversity where there's no love. I've been going through adversity where there's no money. I've been going through adversity where there's no attraction, whatever those things are. Meaning, those are the things you wish to have. So you must learn to create them by being them in those scenarios. Once you do that, you will have it, because you are the creator. If you are absent of light and then you become the light, then you are light, and you will have it no matter where you go. If you are absent of financial abundance where you are right now, then you must become the financial abundant being that you are, and it will come to you. And you might be thinking, well, I don't know what to do. Start acting like someone that is. Somebody that is financially abundant, or someone that is operating in peace, or somebody that's operating in love, studies that stuff. They are somebody that if you know you're to talk to them, what they're going to talk about. If you met me, what do you think we would have a conversation about? You'd probably think that we would talk about positive mindset, right? Because that's how you know me, through this experience. Well, guess what? I pay attention to mindset a lot. I'm meditating on this stuff. I'm stretching myself on this stuff. I'm creating podcasts every single day. I'm working with clients every single day on this positive mindset stuff. So my experience will always be that, no matter where I am. And yes, there are situations that are pretty bad that I could go through that would challenge it. It doesn't mean that I would fail. I would do my best to maintain that energy. And when there's none to be found and I am still it, then I know that's what I am. So whatever you wish to be, create a belief like that. Create a belief that you are so much the light of the thing that even when it's not absent around you, you are it. So that means there's no separation. That's all you have to do. And this is not an easy task. In fact, it's the task of a lifetime. It's why you're here. You're not meant to be perfect at anything. You're just meant to expand. There is no end goal because there is no permanence. There is no thing forever. It's always expanding into something. It's a river of a journey. It's a power. It's a flow. It's a state of being that is always moving. So whatever it is that you want in your life, start to believe it. Believe it against all odds. Write the story in your head. You know what? Think of this image in your mind years from now where you're just telling people, you would never believe how great it got for me. Right? Just as you could remember something in the past, create a future memory. In fact, this is what we'll do a meditation on. Create a future memory that you think of just like you do the past, that you connect to just as much. Think about something that's happened to you in the past. Maybe it was when you're in school. Maybe it was an important day when you're a child. But like, think of that moment, how you connect to it. Do the same for the future. See yourself talking to people saying, you'll never believe how it happened. You'll never believe me when I tell you it was against all odds, but I just kept saying, I'm going to make this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to become this. And then before I do it, I built that business. I met that person. I beat that illness. I did the thing. right? When you start attaching yourself to that reality and that's what you start thinking and speaking about, you move directly in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath. And when you breathe in, connect with self, stillness. Feel your own heart. Feel your own mind. Feel your own body as you breathe that breath in. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize, just like you're remembering something in the past, something in the future of you stating how it worked out. Of you telling somebody or speaking on stage, whatever it is, how it all worked out for you. And then as you exhale, allow anything that doesn't resonate with you to leave you. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. One thing I can promise you, without a doubt, the dream that you have, the future vision that you're imagining, it desires you just as much as you desire it. This is not a one-way want. That life, that experience, that story wants to live. And it lives when you become it. It lives when you write it. It lives when you experience it. So don't tell me that it doesn't want you. It wants you so bad. So commit to the body, to the mind, to the spirit that you know you can be and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a different perspective on whatever it is that you're going through. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode and you want to go deeper into these episodes, make sure you subscribe to my email list. Whatever you're listening to this on or watching it on, whether it's on Spotify, iTunes, or one of the other podcast platforms, if you click on the episode description, scroll down and subscribe to the email list, you will get an email every single day that episode comes out with an exercise to shift your mind. It's quick. It only takes a few minutes. It takes an insight from the episode, builds a few little questionnaire to shift your mind, to shift your perspective so you can step into the day as your highest self. So many people are already doing this, and there's a lot of power when we do it together. So if you want to do it, make sure you subscribe to the email list and we can make the change together. You can also follow me on social media. There's my Instagram and TikTok down below as well, and that is at RealHenryG. You can also shoot me an email at henry@vibeabundant.com. Well, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.